You ever stop to think about what happens when you type your credit card number into a website? I mean, it has to travel across this huge, open thing we call the internet. So how in the world does it stay a secret from anyone who might be peeking? Well, that is the incredible mystery we're going to unravel right now.
It really does seem impossible, doesn't it? I mean, if a hacker is sitting at the same coffee shop, on the same public Wi-Fi, shouldn't they be able to see everything you send? So how is your most private information protected? The answer, it turns out, lies in a series of really clever technologies that all work together in just milliseconds.
Okay, so to really get how the solution works, we first have to understand the problem. And the web's original way of communicating, it was basically like sending a postcard. Anyone who handled it along the way could just flip it over and read the entire message.
That postcard system is called HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's how browsers fetched websites for years and years. But it has this one giant, glaring vulnerability. All the data is sent as plain text. We're talking your passwords, your emails, you name it, just out there in the open, completely exposed.
And this vulnerability, well, it opens the door for what's known as a man-in-the-middle attack. An attacker can just wedge themselves into the connection and read your data like a book. And you want to know the scariest part? You would never even know it was happening. When we're talking about sensitive information, that is just an unacceptable risk.
So how do we fix this giant security hole? Well, we basically put that postcard inside a locked box. We add an S to HTTP, and that little letter stands for secure. This one tiny change completely transforms how our data travels across the web.
And let me tell you, the difference is like night and day. While HTTP sends plain text, HTTPS encrypts it, scrambling it up into unreadable nonsense. Your browser actually gives you these really clear signals about which one is being used. You'll see a not secure warning for HTTP, and that familiar, very reassuring little padlock icon for HTTPS.
A great way to think about encryption is like this. Imagine taking a book, running it through a paper shredder, and then just tossing all the pieces up in the air. Even if a hacker managed to grab that whole shredded mess, it would be completely useless to them. There's no way they could put it back together.
But here's the thing. HTTPS doesn't actually do this scrambling on its own. It relies on another protocol to do all the heavy lifting. This is the real engine of encryption, and you've probably heard its two most common names, SSL and TLS.
So SSL, or Secure Sockets Layer, that was the original. It was revolutionary for its time, but it's totally outdated now and just isn't considered secure anymore. Its modern replacement is TLS, or Transport Layer Security. TLS is faster, it's way stronger, and it's the standard that protects you on pretty much every secure website today.
Now, here's a little quirk. You'll still hear people talk all the time about SSL certificates. But honestly, that's just a force of habit. The name kind of stuck around. But the technology that's actually running under the hood and keeping you safe, that's TLS.
So before any of your encrypted data even starts flowing, your browser and the server have to agree on the rules for scrambling and unscrambling it. They do this through a process called the TLS handshake, and it all happens in milliseconds, completely invisible to you. This handshake has 4 basic steps. First, your browser says hello and gives the server a list of all the encryption methods it knows how to use. The server then responds with its ID card. That's its TLS certificate. Then your browser, it acts like a bouncer at a club, checking that the ID is real, that it's trusted, and that it actually belongs to the website you're trying to visit. If everything checks out, they move to the final and most magical step, creating a shared secret key.
And this key has this amazing property, thanks to something called forward secrecy. What it means is that every single time you connect, you get a unique temporary key. So even if a hacker recorded all your encrypted traffic for a year and then managed to steal the server's main secret key, they still couldn't go back and decrypt your past conversations. It's an incredible layer of protection.
Okay, now we get to what is, in my opinion, the most fascinating part of this whole process. Remember step 4 of that handshake? They create a shared key without ever sending it? How is that even possible? This, my friends, is the real magic of modern cryptography.
I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. 2 computers that have never met before need to agree on the exact same secret number. But they can't just send to each other because, a hacker might be listening in. It sounds like a totally impossible riddle.
The solution is this brilliant piece of mathematics called the Diffie Hellman algorithm. It's a clever method that lets 2 parties arrive at the exact same secret, even while they're communicating over a channel that an attacker can totally see.
So here's how it works, in a nutshell. First, the server sends out 2 numbers that are completely public. Anyone can see them. Then, your browser and the server each secretly pick a private number that they never, ever share. They each mix their own private number with the public ones to create a new public value, and they exchange those openly. And here's the magic trick. Each side takes the public value they just got from the other side and mixes it with their own original private number. The math is designed in such a way that they both, independently, calculate the exact same final number. And boom, that's their shared secret key.
The absolute genius of this system is that the hackers saw everything that was exchanged publicly. They have the public numbers. They saw the public values being passed back and forth. But the math, it's a one-way street. It's super easy to calculate those public values, but trying to work backward from them to figure out the private numbers is, for all practical purposes, mathematically impossible.
And how impossible are we talking? Well, in a real-world TLS handshake, the prime numbers they use are just enormous, often 448 bits long. There isn't a computer on Earth powerful enough to brute force that calculation in any reasonable amount of time. The secret key was never sent, yet both sides have it. It's just brilliant.
And that's really it. We go from the total insecurity of a plain text postcard to a lightning-fast, invisible negotiation of secrets. It's an invisible handshake, powered by brilliant mathematics, happening every single time you see that little padlock. It's the silent guardian protecting nearly every single aspect of your digital life.